5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. It. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Thing sucks. Woo!
What's up, VC? This is Brad from H2Vinyl doing another contest video, and this is for Bill, the Vinylverse. Man, I love that name. He just hit 100 subs just a little while ago, and man, dude, you're so quick at this, because I think you started your channel, what, 2 or 3 months ago? I'm new to Bill's channel. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think it was Andy who did a shout out for you, and Andy does a shout out for everyone. It's so cool. Anyway, so Bill is a big fan of Genesis, and I'm still new to you, Bill. So I'm learning more and more about you. But you've got. I looked at your channel yesterday, and I'm surprised at the number of videos you have. Like, you have like 100, and I've been doing this for a year and a half, and I have like 50. So, way to go, man. Yeah. So, on his for his contest, he had 3 questions. The first one to show one of your favorite. I'm going to show a few. Of live albums. This is doing it live. We're doing it live. Yeah, I instantly thought of that Bill O'Reilly quote, so I decided to put it at the beginning of the intro. So anyway, the first one is show a live album. He wants to stay away from bootlegs. I'm showing 1 bootleg. I'm showing 3 live albums, and then. Artist or band that you wish you could have saw live, and oh, sorry, that's the last question, the third question. Then the second question is share a concert experience with the VC. So anyway, here are the first albums that I would like to say, and this is the bootleg. One of my favorite groups is Queens of the Stone Age. Queens of the Stone Age has been around since 1998. Sorry, I get numbers switched around sometimes. 1998, and I think I started listening to them around 2010, so I was very late to that party, but have jumped on board with a lot of stuff, and pretty much anything I can find by them, I pick it up if I don't already have it. So this is Queens of the Stone Age, Viva, live in Philadelphia. I believe you're from Philadelphia. So anyway, maybe you were at the show, I don't know. Anyway, this is a bootleg on kind of a gray smoked splatter vinyl. And as far as bootlegs, this was released in 2016. As far as bootlegs are concerned, this sounds pretty good for a bootleg, and sounds pretty good for a live concert as well. So there you go. That was a quick show, since I know it doesn't really count. Then another one that may or may not count. This was a live transmission on the radio, and has finally been released on vinyl. And this is 9 Inch Nails with David Bowie. I surprisingly don't know much about David Bowie. I'm learning about his catalog. I've got a few of his albums. And 9 Inch Nails I don't know a whole lot about either. I was big into rap when they were making their scene in the 90s. I remember my high school, you were either a 9 Inch Nails fan or a Dr. Dre NWA fan. It was kind of crazy. I was Dr. Dre and NWA. Anyway, yeah, so this is a really great album. This is 4 4 albums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 4 albums. It also comes with a booklet inside as well, a book. So it's like that. I don't know. It took forever for me. I think I ordered this like 7 months in advance, pre-ordered it, and then it just showed up one day, sometime last summer. Anyway, last summer? Yeah, that's about right. So there's another one. And then Honest to True live album. This is at the Royal Albert Hall, and this is Iggy Pop. This is his live version of Post-Pop Depression, released for Record Store Day in 2017. I'm trying to remember if I don't think I picked this up for Record Store Day, but again, Queens of the Stone Age back. Well, most of the members of Queens of the Stone Age back Iggy Pop. I'm again not that aware of Iggy Pop's catalog as well, but really love all that is this album. I could say if you haven't heard it, listen to it on Spotify, but Spotify does not do this justice because it isn't the complete album. So I would highly suggest listening to it on Spotify, and then if you like it, just realize that maybe only 2/3 of the album is there. So anyway, put this over here. Second question is a concert. Share a concert experience. So I'm not big into going to concerts until recently. And I live in Orlando, and the concert scene isn't too bad here in Florida. And I've been to, since 2016, I've been to 7 concerts. Oh yeah, something like that. I forgot to count. Anyway, the one concert that I would like to share is one that I saw in September of last year, and that was at the Hard Rock Cafe here in Orlando. I had the chance to see Eagles of Death Metal, and Eagles of Death Metal is a project by the name of a guy named Boots Electric and Josh Homme. Josh Homme is of Queens of the Stone Age fame, and Boots Electric, also known as Jesse Hughes, is his best friend, Josh Homme's best friend. Yeah, there's a pretty cool documentary on those two on HBO. Jesse Hughes is quite possibly the best frontman to kind of a rock and roll show, and he's very animated, knows how to charge up the crowd, knows how to involve everyone and really break that wall between the stage and the crowd. And so I was probably 100 feet away from him until he walked over to the side of the stage and where I was, and by that time I was only like 5 feet away from him, and he just was larger than life, really cool guy. Kid Rock was there. I'm joking, I made that joke before. Anyway, really cool show, and they weren't the opening act. Mastodon was, and I went for Eagles of Death Metal because they are just incredible. I remember hearing each song and knowing just by the drum hits what song it was, and they did all of my favorite songs, and they ended with my absolute most favorite song, which was really awesome show. So that, I mean, it's nothing mind-blowing. I'm a big fan of Eagles of Death Metal. Was really glad that they lived up to all of the hype that I've seen. Not everyone has. Thankfully, I've seen Radiohead last year. I saw Eagles of Death Metal, Queens of the Stone Age twice now. Queens of the Stone Age in Detroit was a little lackluster for me, but thankfully I saw them in Florida last month, and they were absolutely incredible. So anyway, yes, that's the answer to the second question. And then the third question, what is a group or an artist that you wished you would have seen live? And I could say David Bowie, as I'm learning more of his stuff. Another artist is B.B. King. I have a great appreciation for B.B. King as an artist and as a person, and it would have been really, really cool to see him live. And then the one that I actually do want to pick is the Mars Volta. Mars Volta, this is the first album that I purchased on vinyl by them. This is their second album, Francis the Mute, which was released in 2005. The Mars Volta, very weird prog rock, experimental rock, and the frontman to the Mars Volta is Omar Lopez Rodriguez, or Rodriguez Lopez. Anyway, I think it's Omar Rodriguez Lopez. There we go. I'm just going to go with that. Very, very talented. He's a hard-working individual, and Mars Volta doesn't exist anymore. All of the members of the band, I think they still do. Perhaps one has died. I'm not sure of, I think, drug overdose. I don't remember. Anyway, I really appreciate their music and think that they're tremendous artists. And it'd just be a lot of fun to see them live. And they broke up in 2013, and I barely knew them. I think I heard of them in 2005 and hated their stuff, and then finally kind of grew into Francis the Mute, which was their first album that I heard by them. And I think 2008, 2009, maybe 2010 is when I actually started picking up their stuff. So yeah, those are my answers to your questions. Hope I covered them all. Bill, congratulations on 100 subs. You're doing amazing work. You're a great guy, and hope you're enjoying all of the video entries to your contest, and that your contest is going well. And I hope you're doing well. I think I've said that already. I never know how to answer to end any of these videos, but we're just going to plow through. And yes, I hope you're doing well and that you're listening to great music. And take care, man. Bye.